Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production. And before we get into today's games, we of course have two games to catch up from between episodes. So I will scroll down a little bit and reveal them. So we have, first of all, Slavia Prague. We smashed them about. We went and beat them 4-1 at home. We had 17 shots, they had 9, 11 on target, they had 6. 9 fouls to their 16, 1 yellow card, 57% possession to 43. So, as you can see, Rian Brewster got himself a hat trick. Pavlovic even so got himself on the scoreboard, which is a bit of a surprise. So, nice, comfortable game in the Europa Cup. Now, that means for our group, we've topped it. We are currently 5 out of 6 games, 1-4, drawn 1, 13-4, 4 against, 9 goal difference. Nobody can catch us. It's second place between the bottom 3 because Hibernian went and lost to Anderlecht, but in the previous, I'm assuming they beat Slavia Prague possibly? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Hibernian went and upset Anderlecht. That's how Hibernian got themselves in the race. But in doing so, they gone and guaranteed us top of the group. So thank you for that, Hibernian. That means we are going to top the group, and we also won in the league. So it's looking good all round. Between episodes, Jarrett Bowen got tripped up, and that was the goal that settled the game. Now, we should have won it anyways. It was a comfortable game, but nice little simple penalty to separate the teams. We had 17 shots, they had 9. 10 on target, they had 5. 11 fouls to their 6. 3 yellow cards, 56% possession to 44. I lost track of the numbers there for a second, but without further ado, let's go ahead to Liverpool for our first game. Okay, ladies and gents, as you can see, we're already inside Anfield, but let's return when the players come out in just a second. Okay, so the players are finally out on this wet night at Anfield, and we have quite a few changes to the normal lineup. Unfortunately, we have some suspensions, we have some players who can't play due to Liverpool being their parent club, and a few injuries, mainly bruises. Yeah, we have a guy out with a bruise. Dragomir went and got a bruise and can't play for 3 to 7 days apparently without aggravating it, or potentially aggravating it at least. So we have some interesting names in the lineup. So let's quickly go through our lineup for today's game against Liverpool. So we have Butland in goal, Reinwald at left back, Katic and Pavlovic in central defence, Vigare on the right hand side, Irvin joins Palacios in central midfield. Irvin making, I believe, his first start of the season. He has only played 2 games, I believe, so far this season. We then have Diabate on the left, Bowen on the right, Ageria in central attacking mid, and Al-Zabi up front. Our bench consists of Bettinelli, Kiko, otherwise known as Firmina, Burke, Pearson, Mahi, Moha, and Elise. Now, we don't need to go through Liverpool's team. We know the strength and depth they have. They have plenty of good players, although I am very concerned that they have Adnan Wanazai on the bench, alongside Lallana. Some very good substitutes indeed. But Carlos thinks we should remind the players there is no real pressure here. Indeed. So let's... You know what, we'll stay calmly. Part of me wants... No, you know what? No. Sorry, we have to be assertive. We owe Liverpool after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. In fact, we need to get revenge for the last 3 games, I think. Possibly. And that seems to have worked with 4 of our players. Let's hope we can keep the goals down to a minimum. But Lewis Russell of 442, the enthusiastic fellow who we have a great respect for, says Chelsea's manager, Roberto Mancini, has taken perhaps the bold step of placing Willian on the transfer list. Shame we can't afford him. Is that a decision you agree with? Well, yeah, if I can find a way of affording him. It's a great idea. Without knowing all the details, I'm inclined to side with the manager in these situations. Liverpool are unbeaten in 3 matches against Hull. Can you end that run now? Probably not, but we'll give it a good try. I don't like it and I'm desperate for it to end. We're going to give it everything we've got. How are you approaching the task of keeping the Premier League's leading goal scorer quiet? I know how good we can be and I trust my players to do their job. How are you approaching the task of reaching the best defence? We have to find and exploit their weaknesses. They exist. So, let's get into this game. It is 1st versus 7th. And we have Henderson on the ball. Henderson plays it to Wijnaldum. Everson made a lovely attempt at a tackle there. Fabinho into Shaqiri. Shaqiri hits the side netting. 3.5 minutes in. So we've at least lasted 10 minutes without conceding. We now just need to last another 80. But it is Firmino, plays it across to Henderson. Henderson on the edge of the box. Lovely goal by Henderson. You could see that coming from a mile away. We gave him far too much room. And we got punished for it. Very much like the Pogba goal when we played Manchester United. Give him way too much space, edge of the area. Just smashes it across the goal and it is 1-0 Liverpool. We are going to demand a little bit more. Of course, we are expected to lose this game, but in the fashion we are 1-0 down, not so much. Shaqiri with a free kick and it's looking rough. Looks like we're not doing any avenging today. Even. Hopefully the home game against Tottenham goes a little bit nicer. Because this one is looking painful already. We are going to tell them to show some caution. Shaqiri whips in the free kick, back post. Headed away, Palacios clears it away. Umtiti brings it down to Henderson to Wijnaldum to Fabinho. And Mane one-on-one. Luckily, Mane is not in the mood for finishing today. Reinwald to Egeria, back to Reinwald. Reinwald tries whipping one in. Henderson's got it away. Mane on the counter-attack. Mane has just run straight through the middle of our defence. Yikes. Rough indeed, my friends. Rough indeed. There's no other way to really put it. That was terrible. And the Lords are going to know that at half time. Katic plays it to Butland. Butland up to Pavlovic. Pavlovic tries one over the top to nobody. Just gives it straight to... Oh, Katic has won it back though. And Virgil van Dijk in possession once more. Becker kicks it up. Bowen can't intercept it. Henderson is brought in down. And it's Liverpool hitting the post. Yikes. Although the possession is not as bad as one would expect from this result, but it's safe to say Liverpool definitely deserved this victory. And that is the way it's going so far. And okay, so we've made it to half time. It's Liverpool 3, Hull City 0. They've had 17 shots, we've had 3. 12 on target, we've had 2. 3 total fouls to our 11. 1 yellow card to 2 yellow cards, 57% possession to 43. Their best performer has been Henderson with 1 goal and 8.3. Ours has been Katic with a 6.9 and 100% tackle completion ratio. Struggling to perform is Alisson, who's had nothing to do and has a 6.8 as a result. Diabate is struggling with a 6.1 and a 40% passing completion ratio. Not going to go into any of the other results, we want to swiftly get through this game. So Carlos thinks we should remind the players there's no real pressure. I mean, there is no real pressure, but that was absolutely terrible. Your performance has been extremely poor. I don't care who we are facing. 3-0 at half-time is not appropriate in any way. And Van Dijk has got it away. Reinwald though. Reinwald gets it back into Bowen. Bowen, and it is blocked. Falls back to Bowen though. Bowen has got the ball. Palacios. Palacios tries to play it out wide but gives it away straight to Mane. Pavlovic's header goes straight back, and Firmino, lovely tackle by Pavlovic. Bowen has given it away once more. That seems to be the theme today. We have the ball, we give it away within seconds of gaining it. Mane cuts inside, Reinwald, and he clears. Can we please just have one attempt on goal? One solid shot. That is all I ask. Shaqiri tries a ball over the top, but Lund gathers it. For the first time today, Jackie has actually done something. And Jackie is time wasting, not sure why. Kartik up to Irvin, Irvin to Ageria, to Palacios, back to Ageria, Ageria, nice ball over to Bowen on this right hand side. Can he get across in, or will he cut inside? No, he kicks out the defender. Not once, but twice. And Pavlovic wins the header, but heads it straight to Mane. Mane on the counter-attack, tries a ball over the top, and it's Martinez drilling it in the bottom corner. Lucky for us, though, we have VAR. And VAR is going to take a little bit of pity on us. Corner, Bowen, back post, and it goes to nobody. Ageria does collect the ball though on this left hand side, plays it back to Reinwald, Reinwald all the way back to Butland. Butland is getting chased by two Liverpool players, hoofs it up and gives it away. Henderson now has broken through, and it's lovely save by Butland. Luckily, Henderson was offside. So, what are we going to do here? We're going to tell the lads to show some portion, because a little bit of portion fruit never goes amiss. Mane to Gulam to Firmino. Firmino comes inside, tries a shot, and it is wide. Very rare occasion of Liverpool shooting wide today. Butland rolls it out to Irvin, Irvin to Pavlovic, Pavlovic plays it to Katic, to Irvin, to Palacios. Palacios, nice ball over the top to Alzabi. Alzabi, can he get on the score sheet? No, it's blocked. Come on, Liverpool, let's get at least one pity goal. Jared Bowen with a corner, whips it in, headed away by Van Dijk to Mane, Mane to Shaqiri, Shaqiri coming down this right-hand side, left-hand side for Liverpool. Plays it back to Henderson, all the way over to Martinez, but does not get there. Palacios now with the free kick. Whips it in back post, Irvin! Of all the people to get on the score sheet today, it is Jackson Irvin with his first goal of the season, assisted by Palacios. So nice cross in and just nodded in at the back post. Don't think it's going to have much of an effect on today's game, but it does get us at least that pity goal that we've been looking for. Bowen, oh. Well, Jared Bowen wants to make a game of this. Jared Bowen whips it in, Van Dijk hits it away, Pavlovic collects it, and it is a dead highlight. And after this highlight, we shall make some substitutions. Alisson kicks it up to Fabinho. Fabinho tries a ball over the top. It is Esposito? I don't know. They're making some interesting names. Yes, Esposito. Esposito. Interesting name indeed. But we have a few yellow cards. Ajeri is struggling. Al-Zabi is struggling. You know what? Ellis, come on, show us what you can do up front. You can be pressing forward on your own. We shall bring on... Yeah. Mahi can come... You know what? Mahi, go up front as well. I want to see what you can do as an advanced forward. We shall then bring Pearson on. Pearson can come on for the goal scorer Irvin. He can go in a supportive role, and we shall leave it at that. That will be our substitutions for the game. Butland plays it out to Pavlovic. Pavlovic tries the ball over to Bowen. Bowen on this right hand side plays it back to Palacios. Palacios, terrible attempt at the ball over the top. And Mane is now one-on-one with Butland and pokes it away. Yes. This has definitely been a painful experience. And we definitely have a lot of growth to do if we are going to be challenging for the title at some point. But we have Reinwald, throws it to Katic. Katic, nice ball down the wing to Mahi. Mahi cutting inside. Can we get a second? Mahi, lovely save by Allison though. Reinwald gives it away to Adnan, and it is the end of the highlight. Allison tries the ball over to Adnan. Adnan heads it down to Fabinho. Fabinho is tripped up, but Adnan has the ball. Adnan crossfield to Mane. Mane plays it across to Esposito. Yeah, I'm struggling with that guy's name today. Esposito. It makes me want to sing a bit of Enrique Iglesias. Not going to lie. But Mane cuts inside. Lovely tackle by Pavlovic. If only he did that for the whole game. Ellis to Pearson. Pearson, nice ball over the top to Bowen. Bowen one-on-one, and he's kicked it wide. Yikes. But this could have gone a lot worse, I guess. -3 goals. We've definitely had worst performances here at Anfield, and it is Liverpool 4, Hull City 1. They've had 28 shots, we've had 14. 15 on target, we've had 8. They've had more shots on target than we've had total. So that gives you an idea of the gulf in ability between these two sides. 8 fouls to our 16, 4 yellow cards to our 5, 52% possession to our 48. Their best performance was Mane with a 9.2 and 2 goals. Palacios was our best performer with a 7.2 and 1 assist. Struggling to perform was Martinez with a 6.8 and 1 overall chance. Bowen was our worst performer with a 5.5 and a 59% passing completion ratio. Now there's 5 different milestones, but I'm not going to go through them. Feel free to pause it if you are curious about that. Assertively though, I'm going to tell the lads I'm far from pleased, especially with that from Bowen. 6.6 and a 5.5 is just not good enough. Yes, we was away to Liverpool. Yes, we should have lost. But not in that fashion. At least go down fighting, my friends. At least go down fighting. But without further ado, I will see you fine folks in the KC in just a second. Back everybody, and welcome to the KCOM Stadium for today's game against Tottenham. But before I get ran over by any cars, I'm going to get out of the way. So without further ado, let's get into the stadium. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to the second game of today's episode, and it is the Walking Wounded against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, we are looking to pile on the misery on Tottenham, who I believe are currently in about 17th place in the Premier League. We have pretty much swapped places. We're up in 7th, 8th, they're down in 17th. And we have a couple of players with some bruises playing today. So Dragomir has been brought back into the lineup with his terrible injury of a bruised thigh. Now, if he aggravates this and is out for a long time, I'm going to be very irritated. But our team as a whole is Jack Butland in goal. We have Reinwald at left back. Katic, Pavlovic and Vigore making up the defensive line. As I said, Dragomir comes in alongside Palacios. We have Ageria in central attacking mid. We have Diabate on the left-hand side. Now, he also has a bruise. He's bruised his knee. I don't know why our players keep getting these bruises, but they all seem to have bruises. We then have Bowen on the right-hand side, and Brewster returns, of course, up front. Our bench consists of Bettinelli, Burke, Guimaraes, we have Pearson, Irvin, Mahi and Al-Zabi. We don't need to go through the Tottenham lineup, but they have quite the depth of team. They have Dele Alli, they have the likes of Kane, Oxlade-Chamberlain, just to name a few of the players starting today. Now, Carlos thinks we should tell the team they're expected to prove a point today. And I think they are indeed. We owe Tottenham revenge. This is the revenge episode. Let's go revenge against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Georgia Pope, who does a lot of our interviews from BBC Radio Humberside, the devious young lady who we have a great respect for, says, how do you intend to seize the initiative against an opponent who, like Hull, prefers to dominate possession? At the end of the day, I believe we're better than they are. Yeah, pretty simple, really. Nundombele has provided himself to be an incisive passer in the Premier League so far. How do you plan to stop him? Breaks legs. He's a fine player, but I have fine players too. Now, speaking of the whole let's break his legs, we seem to have this reputation of being a dirty team. I don't know where they get it from. I really don't. But Vlad Dragomir has been pulling all the strings in midfield lately, apart from when he's making excuses about his bruises. How important will he be here today? We certainly hope he can keep that form going. Now, is Diabate fit enough to last the full duration of the match? Now, last time I checked, if you have a bruise on your knee, it's not going to prevent you from playing a full game of football. But what do I know? So, I've been told he's fit enough to play, and he seems alright. Just don't poke the bruise. You'll be fine. Everybody gets bruises. It doesn't stop you playing football. Don't be so melodramatic, Diabate. But we have Kane in possession. We are 12 seconds in, and Pavlovic has won the ball back. Ageria has Diabate in acres of space. Lovely block by Tossi, though, and he plays it to Anthony. New highlight with Rhine World, still in the first minute, and we are already 2 highlights in. Katic on the halfway line, plays it up to Bowen. Bowen has got down this right-hand side, plays it across Brewster, it's blocked, it's come back to Bowen though, plays it back to Palacios. Oh! 1 minute in and we've already got 2 highlights. In fact, we're on a third one right now, and it's 1.5 minutes in. Crikey. Tossi keeps the ball in, plays Dyer back to Tossi, plays up to Chamberlain, Chamberlain to Anthony, back to Chamberlain to Kane. Kane is running the wrong way and plays it back to Dyer. Dyer to Chamberlain, Chamberlain over the top to Tossi. Tossi's made a lovely run down this right-hand side, but it's a nice save by Butland. Not quite sure why he bothered to dive for that, because it was going wide anyway. But Anthony will take the corner. Whips one in, headed away by Katic. Katic only as far as Chamberlain on the edge of the area. Anthony whips across in. Pavlovic heads it to Dragomir. Dragomir to Palacios. It's a lot of headers. Henriksen gets it though and plays it to Dyer. Now, that was a peculiar highlight. We are 10 minutes in and we've had quite a lot of action. In fact, we aren't even 9. But 10, nice round number. Chamberlain whips it in, Rhine World kicks it away, only as far as Tossi near the halfway line, plays it to Dyer. Dyer all the way back to the goalkeeper. Lloris has this outside of his area, plays it to Dyer. Dyer plays it to Ndebele to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Lloris once more. Lloris hoofs it up. Anthony on the halfway line, plays it back to Dyer. Dyer tries the ball over the top, and it is Tossi one-on-one with Butland. Lovely save by Butland. This time actually needed, because that one would have been a goal. But we have a free kick. It's played short to Vigore. Vigore back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Palacios. Palacios plays it all the way back to Butland. Butland hoofs it up, and it is Brewster heading it down to Diabate. Diabate, nice ball over the top to Ageria. Ageria shoots, and he scores! Come on, Ageria. That's his first goal of the season. Smashes it past Lloris into the bottom right-hand side of the goal. So let's have another look at this. Brewster comes up to centre circle, nods it down. Diabate just whips one across over the defensive line, and Ageria slots it in the bottom right. Lovely goal, and we are only 15 minutes in. And that has taken us up to 5th place, folks. Although everyone around us does have a game in hand. So we should expect to drop down a couple of places. Palacios, Ali has won it, but has given it away. And Brewster's one-on-one with Lloris. Lovely save by Hugo, though. Hugo in that situation was indeed the boss. And it is half an hour gone. I want to give some praise, but we all know how our team reacts with praise. So we shall just stay firm. Pavlovic plays it to Katic, Katic to Palacios. Palacios plays it over to this left-hand side. Diabate tries to go past the defence. He has help on the left-hand side, but decides to just give it back to Tottenham. Dele Alli tries one through. Katic wins it back, and it's a lovely ball through to Brewster. And Brewster slotted it in the opposite corner. First goal slotted in the right-hand side, and now Brewster slotted it in the left. That's his 22nd goal of the season, assisted by Katic. Let's have another look at this one. Lloris goes the complete wrong way, and Brewster slots it in the left-hand side. Looks like a nice, comfortable victory for us so far. And Tottenham is indeed down, scrapping near the bottom. So, we are currently 2-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur. Norwich is 1-0 down to Aston Villa. And Wolverhampton Wanderers is 2-0 up away at West Ham. So the match stats are as follows. We've had 11 shots, they've had 6. 3 on target apiece. 5 fouls to their 3. 0 yellow cards to their 2, 50-50 on the possession. Our best performer has of course been Ryan Brewster. He's had 3 clear-cut chances and an 8.2 as a result. Their best performance has been Sanchez with a 6.9 and no reason for it. Struggling to perform is Dragomir. I guess it's that really terrible injury of a bruise to his thigh. He's got a 6.6 and no reason for it. Henriksen has been their worst performer with a 6.4. Also, no reason for it. But Carlos thinks we should tell the boys they did well and that their efforts were excellent. Now, looking at those statistics, other than the one player in Dragomir, I believe the team has been doing pretty well. So I'm happy with the things are going. Keep it up, lads. Spiffing good old chaps. Just keep it going. But we are now into the 55th minute, and good 10 minutes of no action in the start of this half. And we have a goal kick. Butland, even. Palacios, nice ball over the top to Brewster. It's a goal? No, Lloris with the save. Brewster was offside anyways. And it doesn't really matter. So let's get Dragomir off. In fact, we're going to bring on the goal scorer from the previous game. So Irving can come on a few minutes early. We are then going to do a second substitution in about 5 minutes time. And we'll hold on to the third one, just in case. Vigouret kicks it away. Oxlade Chamberlain back to Dyer. And it is given away. Butland collects it nicely. Throws it out to Palacios. Palacios, cheeky ball over the top to Brewster. Brewster one-on-one with Lloris. Brewster. Come on, Ryan. We expect better of you, my friend. And it is indeed substitution time. Now, who is going to be the lucky fellow who gets to leave early today? I guess it's got to be Bowen or Diabate. And we know how terribly injured Diabate is with his little bruised knee. So we shall let him go rest his little bruise. Go put a little bit of ointment on his boo-boo. So Reinwald throws it to Irvin. Irvin whips one in. Mahi doesn't get onto it. He's collected it now, though, onto the edge of the area. Whips the one across to Ageria. Ageria keeps it in play. Plays it to Reinwald. Reinwald, ball back into the box once more. Mahi plays it to Brewster. It's blocked and kicked away by Dele Alli. Throw in Reinwald. It's back with Reinwald to Palacios. Palacios tries one over top, doesn't get to Brewster. It's fallen to Bowen though. Bowen to Ageria. Ageria comes inside to Mahi. Mahi plays it back to Palacios. Nice ball through to Mahi. It's saved. It's tipped onto the post. Lucky for Tottenham though, it looks like it was an offside. Now, we're going to demand a bit more. I know we're 2-0 up, and we are clearly winning this game so far. But we want to keep the pressure on the lads. Make sure they don't drop the performance mid-game. Anthony, though, in possession for Tottenham, gives it straight to Pavlovic, who plays it back to Butland. Butland up to Katic. Katic to Reinweld. Reinweld to Bowen on this left-hand side. Nice ball through to Brewster. Can he get shot off? Brewster, oh, he's hit the post. It's off Lloris, though. It is a scrappy one. And Hugo, not the boss, Lloris has scored an own goal. Now, that was more down to Brewster, but he really shouldn't let it bounce back off the person who hit him in the back now, should he? So Brewster smacks onto the post. Lloris kicks it in with the back of his heel. And we are 3-0 up. Nice and comfortable. Palacios trying a cheeky ball over the top once more. Brewster one-on-one, and it's gathered by Hugo, not the boss, Lloris. He plays it Sanchez to Dyer. Dyer tries one over the top. Reinweld heads it down there. Palacios, Katic, Pavlovic. Pavlovic tries it over the top, but Dyer gets it. Winks to Chamberlain. Chamberlain to Parrott. Parrott one-on-one with Butland, and it is wide by a mile. I don't know what Parrott was attempting there, but it was an awful attempt. Also, why is Chelsea still down in 13th? Jesus. I only just realised that. But Irvin plays it back. And please don't mess it up here. Thank you, Butland. Vigare on the right-hand side tries a ball over the top to Mahi. Will Mahi get onto the end of this? No, Sessegnon beats him, but Mahi's won it back and he's played it into Brewster. Lovely collection by Hugo, though. Chamberlain coming down this left-hand side, and he plays it back to Sanchez. He really should be in a bit more of a hurry to try and get forward. Mahi plays a ball through. Dyer gets it though. Dyer plays it through to Parrott. Parrott one-on-one with Butland. Butland, and he's put it away. Yikes. Lucky for us, we already have 3 goals. So we shouldn't be losing this one, but it's a bit of a scrappy goal to give away. They just chipped it over the top, and Parrott places it in the right-hand side of the goal. I must say that was a much better attempt at a shot than his previous one. But Palacios to Katic. Katic to Bowen on this left-hand side. Bowen's cutting inside. Will he try a through ball? No, he gets dispossessed. Harry Winks in possession now. Runs into the back of Palacios, but he has the ball back. He plays it all the way back to Hugo Lloris. To Dyer. Dyer now in possession. He's backtracking, but he plays it to Fife. Fife to Anthony. Anthony down this right-hand side now to Deli. Ali is crossfielding it to Chamberlain. Chamberlain to Sessegnon on this left-hand side now. Sessegnon whips one across to Deli Alley. It's blocked, and it's kicked away by Bowen. Will Brewster counter-attack here? He's get past one defender. He's got 3 more now to get past Sanchez with a lovely tackle. It's fallen to Bowen though. Bowen whips the ball across and Sessegnon heads it away. Palacios on the edge of the area, and Mahi, it's wide. Unlucky, my friend. Aston Villa is now 4-0 up against Norwich, and Wolverhampton Wanderers are 3-0 up at West Ham. But it has finished here at the KCOM Stadium. Hull City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 1. We've had 23 shots, they had 13. 7 on target, they had 6. 12 fouls to their 4, 2 yellow cards to their 3. 50% possession to their 50% possession. Our best performer was Algeria, with 1 goal and an 8.3 rating as a result. Their best performance came from the Parrot. Yes, he does repeat. 1 goal and an 8.2 as a result. Struggling to perform for us was Dragomir with his awful thigh bruise and a 6.6. Henriksen with his 6.3 and no reason for it. We had 4 milestones in today's game. Feel free to pause it if you're interested in them. The player of the match, of course, was Algeria with his 8.3 rating and his goal. So, let's see what Carlos thinks. He thinks we should tell the boys they did well and that their efforts were excellent. They were indeed. Assertively, I'm happy with the result and the way you played. That was a lovely performance, lads. And that has put us in some good form going into the Cup. So we are currently in 5th place, like I said. Quite a few teams behind us chasing. So Bournemouth, probably not due to the goal difference, are going to catch us. Unless they're going to score 12 goals. and I can't see Bournemouth really winning by 12 goals. So Brighton could possibly catch us, Everton could possibly catch us. We're probably going to drop to 7th place, maybe 6th if one of them wins and the other one doesn't. But that gives you an idea of where we shall be lying in the next episode. And speaking of the next episode, we are going... Okay, so we're going to come back for the next game. What we'll do is Hibernian and Watford. So in the Hibernian game, I expect to see a few youngsters. We'll be trying a few different players out because we're already through, top of the group. Why not give some guys a run out and some experience in the Europa Cup? We then will be playing the Scunthorpe and Everton games in the following episode, providing, of course, the fixture list does not switch around on us. But I thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you. Goodbye.